everyone. And for those who've remained, thank you. This is going to be the best session of the afternoon, so I'm glad you're here. My name is
No pressure.
No pressure. My name is Yassine Bhatti. I'm Senior Director here at ADGM Academy. It gives me great pleasure in welcoming and introducing our special guest who's flown over with his team all the way from the USA to be here and to support this session today on AI for 2030 and what are we doing to support its growth. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Professor Dimitrios Bertisimas, who is the Vice Provost for Open Learning at MIT. Professor comes to MIT Open Learning from the MIT Sloan School of Management, where he is an Associate Dean for the Master of Business Analytics program and a Professor of Operations Research. Professor has been at the Faculty Institute since 1988, after completing his PhD in Operation Research and Applied Mathematics from MIT. So welcome, Professor, once again. It's lovely to have you here. MIT's universal ambition goal of training 1 billion people in AI, including the future workforce and schools, within the short, modular learning fields, the discovery of growth and world-class opportunities. Professor, universal AI aims to democratize education in artificial intelligence. What inspired this ambitious vision, and how do you see it reshaping the global landscape of opportunity?
First of all, nice to be here. So what motivated me? So, well, I've been, first of all, an educator all my life. 40 years is a long time. So I started in 2013. This was during the era of the MOOCs. One of the very early MOOCs that was available at the time, it was called the Analytics Edge. This was a class that started using real-world data applications and so forth. We launched the class, and over a period of 10 years, from then until now, it attracted about 1 million people. I saw the transformative effect I have witnessed by speaking, for example, a young fellow in New Delhi who approached me, thanking me for taking the class. He moved from the slums to a job in the IT industry. A young lady in Rome, 2 years later, a mother who has finished a PhD and then had children, stayed home for 10 years and then took the class and found a job in Luxembourg. This is just anecdotal evidence, but I saw the effect, the transformative effect of education. That was one influence. The second influence is the revolutionary developments in AI. Today, we heard AI almost in every session, and it's no secret that it's changing the landscape. So what we have decided, and this is a major reason I actually accepted the job when I started, I'm a newcomer. I'm not a newcomer to my team, I'm a newcomer to this job, is to we succeeded in 1 million, maybe we can try 1 billion now. And the idea would be to educate on the fundamentals using modules, sort of horizontal modules, where the audience is universal, meaning that they are biologists and finance majors and economic majors and law students and so forth, and then verticals, AI plus X, where X is music, art, biology, and so forth. And all of this aided by tutors that are, Gen AI has also made significant progress to support this effort with Gen AI tutors. So the combination of this, horizontal, vertical, and tutors, for a universal audience, our aspiration is, of course we don't know the future, our aspiration is that it can affect the world. And MIT, being a global institution, has aspirations to affect the world more globally.
Excellent, thank you. So you talk about aspirations, then let's come on to accessibility, because it's a key pillar. So accessibility is a key pillar for universal AI. Beyond providing foundational content and knowledge, what strategies are you thinking of employing or are employing to make these learning modules more inclusive and effective for learners especially when we come from diverse backgrounds, especially within this region as well?
Yeah. So the idea would be that we are used to classes, but that's not the module here. These are 4 lectures, is one module. These are easier to maintain because AI is a very growing field. So if a professor, the busier colleagues that we have at MIT are the AI guys. They are huge amounts of work that they do. So the idea would be to have smaller modules that can be updated as the field changes. That's the first strategy. The second strategy is to work with institutions.
Okay.
So as opposed to individual learners. So, for example, with a university, with a financial institution, with a hospital, and so forth, this will give the opportunity through the institutions to reach a lot of people. And finally, with the component of direct discussion with a Gen AI system, that you have an immediate response, we feel that the combination will able to achieve its goals.
And bring it together.
That's right.
So there's been a lot of discussion today and over the last couple of days, and there will be carrying on throughout this week about AI and the way it works. But also that also allows increase in concerns about job displacement. Is AI going to replace me as a functional human being? How does universal AI address these challenges and prepare learners for the future of work? And I think Robert from NYU talked about the future of work readiness in the earlier session. And how do you plan on that in not scaring people with the value and what AI can do?
Our objective is the exact opposite.
Good.
Is to educate. Think about what happened in the 100 years ago when machines changed the job environment. Manual work was not useful anymore. Significant things changed in society. AI will. There's not independent of what we do. AI will make. It has already made a difference. It will make it even hard. Even jobs will not be so relevant anymore. But if you educate the workforce, the young people, and so forth, so that AI becomes part of their lives, I can only see good things happening in that they now adapt, in the financial services, which is the topic I now know something about. I mean, understanding, for example, fraud, as using AI methods, accelerating the legal contracts using generative AI methods. Even though I do not believe that this will replace. What they will do is that they will need different types of people who, using AI and their traditional skills, will move their career and their lives and the overall their profession forward.
So you see it more as an aid as opposed to a disruptor?
Indeed.
Yeah, excellent. So looking ahead, Professor, what are the biggest obstacles you foresee in the achieving of this universal AI mission that you have? And how will you leverage collaborations and alliances, partnerships, to overcome them and ensure that long-term sustainability is this initiative that you're trying to create?
1 billion people to educate is 15% of the world's population. It's not exactly a modest objective. Some of my colleagues tell me I'm a little bit of a crazy man.
Some of your colleagues are there. I mean,
are
they nodding right now, or are they disagreeing with you?
They are very supportive, I would say. But some of my old friends for 40 years say, "Oh, Dimitri says all right, but now has moved in the long."
Is that a generational thing, or is that something?
I'm not certain, but think about that. Suppose I tell you, Yassine, our objective, MIT's objective, is to educate 1 billion people. It sounds a little bit on the crazy side.
Yeah.
So clearly, the aspiration is high. My view in life is that if you set up a goal to beat the world record, even if you don't beat it, but you win the world medal, let's say the Olympics medal, it's more permanent actually. It's pretty okay.
Yeah.
So how do we sustain it? So first of all, the motto at MIT is quality. The reason we reached 1 million people before because we built something of quality. So, the lady from Singapore mentioned some characteristics, namely, it has to be quality, and obviously you align with a seasoned, high-quality investor, obviously you try to do that. The asynchronous character is also so that people can access this material at any point and so forth. I recognize the message,
the music, but we're going to carry on because I think I owe that to you. For we'll carry on.
So so I hope you can hear me in addition to the music, but the asynchronous character, the quality of the material, the idea that you have an immediate response with an AI tutor. We have already built something. It's not perfect yet, but every month that passes, using the knowledge, it's improving. I mean, at the moment, I have experienced it myself. I have observed that it can give you very good advice on the topics in question. The combination of this, the fact that the entire MIT has about 1,100 faculty, so far we have, I have convinced about 15, 20 of my colleagues. MIT people are intelligent people. Okay? So, are intelligent people. My hope would be, as this becomes bigger and bigger, more people would come with us. And also the role of institutions. We have dialogues ourselves. I mean, my belief, and clearly I see the aspirations here. You guys have high aspirations as well. This is one of my objectives. What is the nature? You try to understand me, I try to understand you.
Well, we talked about that yesterday. As in a collaboration, it's two ways.
I feel institutions, especially highly aspiring institutions, are capable to, especially with high quality programs, adaptable and so forth. I mean, this is where the bet is. We are launching, we hope in May, we have partner institutions. We hope UAE would be one of our partners, and I hope and expect, by the way. And we are optimistic. I'm an entrepreneur, right? Entrepreneurs are optimistic people. Of course, I believe I will succeed. I have succeeded in everything I've done. It's not the time to start failing.
Excellent. No, inshallah, you won't. So, Professor, just something that it's not scripted, but just from your own experience of being here for the last 48 hours, your experience, F1 included, in terms of the whole topic of AI and where you see this region, where you see the UAE moving forward and what you've heard, what excites you right now?
So, I have to admit, my knowledge of the place is limited. Yeah. I've been to a fancy event with Formula One, a fancy event here. I've seen the festivities, so to speak. But I have observed the following.
You came at the right time then.
Okay. But I have observed, I mean, I have white hair now. So I have observed a country that is highly aspiring.
Yeah.
And in particular, the institution that you represent is aspiring to help and educate people. That's definitely. I also see the partnerships you announced, a very high-quality investor, country. I have worked with Singapore. I have 5 of my students are professors in Singapore. So it's similar in a way. So I see high aspiration. I see resources, dedication. These are very good. We also I have experience. I mean, my colleagues at MIT have experience with doing joint work with you, everything very positive. So my suspicion is, if not here, where else? I mean, I expect that this would be one of our flagship programs, and to be honest, I have Singapore in mind also.
Well, on that note, I mean, there are many, many questions, and I'd love to open up this to the people within the audience, but I know I can't. But what we will have tomorrow within ADGM Academy is a session with professors, so you are more than welcome to attend. Come, ask, meet, engage with the professor to understand a little bit more about that. Meet with any of the Academy team. We can tell you further details about that. But one of the things I'd like to tell you now is that we are so excited as ADGM Academy to announce that ADGM Academy and MIT X Pro will be signing a strategic alliance today. This is the first of its kind in the region. That's why we're so excited to have Professor and his team here in supporting this initiative. We're immensely proud of this, and I thank their excellencies, our board, welcoming this, promoting this. Hamad, our chairman, Mansour, our CEO as well, in driving this. So we'd all like to welcome you and invite you to the signing of this. Onur, it's at what time? 4 o'clock? 5 o'clock. Inshallah, 5 o'clock outside. But Professor, thank you. It's been wonderful talking to you. And thank you very much. Your Excellencies, thank you.